Señor Renfield, bienvenido. Yo soy Drácula. Vas a ser un muy buen ayudante.
¡No! ¡Es maligno! Nosotros te protegeremos. Tienes la palabra de la institución más prestigiosa de la Tierra, la Iglesia Católica.
Nicolas Cage, welcome to Cine.com. I love your character, but I would like to know how much you love to play it and how was the process to adapt this Dracula from previous versions to these days?
Well, I was thrilled to be invited to play Dracula, not only because I adore the character in the book and different performances in cinema, but also because it was the House of Universal that brought us Bela Lugosi's Dracula. So it was a big invitation. And I think what really put the hook in me was that this is a comedy. This was a chance to combine two tones that are polar opposites, comedy and horror, and have them mesh. And when you get that bullseye right, it's just so much fun at the cinema. I remember American Werewolf in London. I loved that movie. I went to the cinema to see it. I was a teenager. And man, I had fun. And I've been wanting to hit that bullseye ever since. And Chris McKay was the perfect director to get us to that, because this is a real mashup. You know, this is a genre mashup. It's got a little bit of everything in it. And it's even dealing with serious subject matter that's relevant today in terms of toxic relationships. And it treats it with compassion.
It's obvious that your relationship between, Renfield and you and Count Dracula, it's a very toxic one, right? And it's so similar, as you said, to these, times.
Well, I think people can see something. We've all been through experiences in the human life, of the human experience of, whether it's in a love relationship that's gone horribly wrong, or a toxic relationship at the office with a boss who's become extremely narcissistic. These are situations that people can relate to and identify, sadly. But I mean, the thing that comes through in this picture, Brandon Jones plays the guide at the self-help group to teach people little kernels of wisdom to help give them strength in these bad experiences that people have. And so even though the picture is hilarious, and even though the picture has fright moments like a good horror film should, and has some stunning action sequences, it still has compassion. It's still treating this subject matter with genuine care.
How can we say about the chemistry? Because Awkwafina and Nicholas Hoult, I think, was perfect.
Well, those two are both extraordinarily gifted performers. Awkwafina probably has the best voice in Hollywood, and she's just such a perfect comedian. Her timing is unmatched. Nick Hoult is really a deep actor who also has stunning comedic chops. He's really got it all, And I really watched him. I supported him in this movie, and being that he's the lead actor, I would see, okay, where's he going? He would really show the timing, the comedic timing, and then in a split second, he's an emotional wreck. He has tremendous vulnerability in his eyes. And I thought, okay, well, that's what I can do with Dracula, and we could dance together. So it became almost like one.
Beautiful. Nicholas, tell me why we're still fascinated over the decades about the Count Dracula. I mean, people still love it, still see it. Why?
I think Dracula is a character, although supernatural, that really is a kind of a microcosm of the human experience. If you supplant an addiction to whiskey or heroin or sex or cocaine and make it blood, you see that Dracula is telling a story of addiction, which is one of the struggles of being human. And then also love in exile, that Dracula went bad because he was putting love out there and it got taken from him. but whenever you're not getting the love back, you go bad. So I think those two elements, addiction and love in exile, make for the Dracula character to be compelling and something that endures.
Mr. Cage, loved your character, loved the movie. I think has a perfect balance between horror and comedy, and definitely people is going to love it.
Oh, thank you. Very happy to hear that. Thank you.
Thank you for your time. Thank you so
bet.
much.
Thank you again.